All right, guys, we've got a special podcast today. This is Kobe Berry, not Kobe Bryant, but Kobe Berry, right? We love sports. We love solar. Yep. You're alley-ooping us all day for these fast installs, man. Yes, so we're super grateful for you. Happy that we're about to kind of like hear a little bit about what you do on a day-to-day basis. So, guys, we're going to cover a couple different topics today. The first one just being Kobe's background, how he got into solar. Also, just the benefits of having an in-house solar company, which we have, right? We believe that speed is currency. We're getting some really fast installs. Our whole process is streamlined with Lumio and the Lumi Bros. And we're also just going to talk about kind of like what happens once our guys get a deal, and then like the process afterwards to kind of get the deal, to roof, right? So let's start off first. Like, how you feeling today, bro?
Feeling good, dude. I had a long day. Got here at the office around 6 a.m. 5:38 now, still here. Day. 12-hour days. That's how we take care of the guys.
Incredible. Yes, so let's get right into it, man. What's your background, and how did you hear about solar for the first time, and then how did you become the ops manager here for Houston, Texas?
So crazy story. I mean, I've always been interested in real estate. Growing up, I wanted to find out where the money was, and that's where everybody said where the money was, but no one told me how to get there. Obviously, you can't get into real estate and just, make it big. Most people that invest in real estate need income before that. So I actually started putting ads out there for sales because I knew sales was where it was at. Like, if you want to make money, you need the capital first. So I knew sales was where it was at. So I actually got recruited out by Zenith. That was the first company. Started in Zenith. I was there for a little bit doing the door knocking. I did eventually leave to take more of a back-end role in a different solar company. So I did learn the ins and outs of like Good Leap, Mosaic, actually how to run, the timeline, actually handle the account progression of your accounts. So then I actually got recruited back in by, of course, Oscar Luna. He definitely treated me nice and definitely got me back into Lumio. And this is where I'm at now.
And for those of you who don't know who Oscar Luna is, he's the now SVP, Senior Vice President of Lumio, was the CEO of Deca. They got bought out from Lumio, and so now he's our SVP out here, and he's the reason why you're out here pretty much, right, Oscar?
Yes, sir.
So next thing is just, why is it important for those that are watching that maybe work at another solar company that's like a third-party seller for the installer? Why is it so important to have an in-house installer for solar?
Definitely. So,
like, what are the benefits, and then what are, like, for other people that don't have it, like, what are they missing out on?
So definitely the benefits of honestly being with a in-house company is that your deals will get installed much quicker. When you're working with third-party companies like EPCs and you're just selling, and now you have to find someone to install, that becomes a gap where now they're having to take the process of HOA, they're having to then, find out who's going to actually install your account. And it comes down into a pricing structure to where now you're kind of having to gamble with multiple companies to see who can get your account installed the fastest, but who can also get you the best price.
Can you tell them what an EPC is too?
It is a very long word, I don't know.
Google it.
EPC pretty much means that they're a company that will fulfill your sale. So most companies, like I'm pretty sure you heard of Titan, you've heard of, even Sunrun now is actually selling off their company to Freedom Forever. So now Freedom will actually be doing all of their installs. So if you're coming from companies like Freedom and Sunrun that are taking 6 months to install your accounts, there's no point in working with them. Our average install times here at Lumio is
18 days.
18 days.
Across the state of Texas. Faster
across the state of Texas.
EPC is in engineering, procurement, construction. Word.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So what does that mean then? Like, us being in-house just means that you're able to work with the company that's actually doing the install?
So the minute your account is sold, there's multiple people that are already doing their part. So you have the permitting department, which is already pulling permits with the city. You have the design team, which actually our design team is in a different country, which is in India. So while we're sleeping, they're working. So that's how we're able to get these designs back within 24 to 48 hours. And then once we have the designs, then we actually move on to the permitting specialist who actually clears your account. So if it's a no permit, it's all cleared and we're already gonna get it scheduled.
Cool. So that's what my next question was. Like, what's the process? So I go in home, I knock the door, we sit down, we do the presentation, they sign documents, and we submit it to you. What happens next? And then what happens all the way to them actually getting installed?
Yep. So once you actually sell your account and you do your site survey around the home, the minute that you click and SoulFlow, site survey is complete, your account is made within 1 minute.
Wow.
Yep. So I've actually seen it to where we actually recently just had one in Katy where the rep sold it, did the site survey, and we had the designs back in 16 hours. So in 16 hours of him selling that account, we had everything ready. And now it's already scheduled for install.
That's pretty cool.
So that's a 3-day turnaround.
Yep. Why do different cities have different permitting times?
So every city, to be honest, it's really case by case. Some cities want to dive deep into it. And then some cities are still new to solar, so they're not technically, I would say, solar readiness yet. Like for instance, the city of Houston, they have multiple people that are reviewing this. So you have your electrical department, your building department, and then you also have for the floodplains to make sure that in the case a flood comes, that your system is still protected.
Love it. What are your favorite parts about Lumio versus like the other solar companies? So like, what would you say to someone who's watching this right now that's at like Freedom Forever or Sunrun or all of these companies? Why would you tell them that Lumio is the best for them?
Because we understand that your time is valuable. I mean, compared to companies like Sunrun, I mean, an install time in Cyprus where there's no permits is 5 months.
Right.
Like there should be no reason why a rep should have to be calling their customer every week, making sure they're okay, and making sure that someone else has not knocked their door and sold behind them. So we understand the urgency and we push that forward.
Yep. What's one of the best stories that you've heard lately from a happy customer?
There was a customer out in Chambers County. We sold her solar. Her bill was roughly around $200 a month. She actually just received her first bill. Actually today, it was for $35. And cool. That was just for her staying on the grid.
Yeah.
That was her service charge, was $35 a month.
Yep.
So she, very happy customer.
Yep.
Very, very happy customer.
Yep. We always say, guys, sales are cool, installs are cooler. We're getting a ton of installs, all thanks to Kobe. Gosh, I'm just gonna keep on asking you questions, bro. What are things that make it a good relationship with the reps for you? Like, what are your pet peeves when it comes to reps, and what are things that you appreciate reps doing that you're working with? Things you like, things you don't like about reps.
Things I don't like. What is there not to like? They're feeding our families, they're feeding our installers every day. I do like that these reps are following up with us and making sure that we're doing our part and making sure that they're taking control of their customers' accounts and making sure that even after they've sold the account and they made their money, they're still following up and making sure that we're doing our part.
Yep.
So we pretty much keep each other in I guess, align with each other.
Yep. So how long have you been in solar for now?
4 years.
4 years.
Yep.
So where did you see the industry last year versus this year, right, 2022? And then where do you see the industry headed next year?
From when I first started in solar, to be honest, solar was just beginning in Houston. Houston was the hardest market to tap. Texas alone was. From now, I've actually seen Texas kind of blow up. Now we have people moving in from Florida, California, and they're actually moving their families down here, relocating just to be able to sell solar here and take advantage of the opportunity.
Yep. Do you think it'll still be booming like it is next year?
Definitely. I think solar has years to come. And the good thing is that these cities are taking more part of it and actually regulating this stuff, so to make sure that they're kicking out these mom and pop shops that are actually messing over customers and letting companies like Lumio take over and do things right. Yep,
I love it. Well, bro, I appreciate you for sharing. I could ask you 100 more questions, but I think the biggest thing is just like you kind of said, just giving gratitude that this opportunity is so incredible right now, that we're able to support our families. There's some
that's
modern
definitely
day
the biggest thing. Being able to bring friends over to sales, being able to hire on installers, refer people, actually seeing them come to work every day happy, actually seeing them be able to go to a job every single day. other than other companies where they maybe work 2 days out of the week, but now they're working 7 days a week, being able to make a lot more money for their families.
Yeah. Here's a random question. So like when it gets chaotic here, like what does that look like? Like what's like the craziest part about your job?
The craziest part, believe it or not, is really around 5, 6, or 7. Most times I get here in the morning, I'm actually relaxing, just going through emails, going through everything. I feel like the reps usually don't contact me until around 6 or 7 after they're done door knocking and everything. Then I'm pretty much by my phone 24/7, just waiting.
Yep. Yeah. That's awesome. Anything else that you think would be valuable for our audience with Lumi Bro Nation? Any advice maybe you got for reps out there that are either in the industry or not in the industry?
Yeah, definitely take the opportunity to see what Lumio is about. It doesn't hurt, to come and try us out. And when you do, I'm pretty sure you won't leave.
I love it. Well, Kobe, I appreciate your time. I know you're a busy guy.
Thank you.
We would not be able to do what we're doing without you. So thank you so much for everything you do, bro. We're super grateful. And, we love our company. We love our team. The opportunity is amazing. And we're just going to keep trying to be the #1 solar salesman in America with the Lumi Bros. What do we need to do in order for you to get this Lumi Bro tattoo? What do we got to do, like 100 installs in a month out here? Or what do we got to do?
Do me 100 and I'll get one.
All right, deal. You guys heard it here first. So hopefully in a future video we've got, I think it was in January of 2022 that I got the tattoo. So probably January of 2023 you'll be getting the tattoo.
Okay, or even sooner.
Let's get it, or even sooner. Let's get it, guys. All right, guys, #1 solar salesman in America. This is Kobe Berry. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, bro.
Thank you.
And guys, comment below what your favorite part of this podcast was, and we'll see you in our next video.